Golden Sun. Detailed development timeline. Developer, Camelot Software Planning. Original platform target, Nintendo 64. Final platform, Game Boy Advance. 1999. Concept and platform transition phase. January-March 1999. Initial concept planning. Camelot begins internal discussions for a new original RPG project. The studio draws on experience from Shining Force, deep narrative design; Mario Golf and Mario Tennis, RPG mechanics layered onto non-traditional genres. Early goal: create a single, large-scale console RPG. April-June 1999, Nintendo 64 design document. A full game design document is drafted for Golden Sun on Nintendo 64. Key early pillars established: element-based magic system, Jin-like creatures, conceptual stage, strong emphasis on narrative and world building. The project is not intended as a series at this stage. July-September 1999, platform uncertainty. Camelot becomes aware that Nintendo 64 is nearing the end of its life cycle. GameCube is replacing it. Nintendo internally promotes the upcoming Game Boy Advance as a flagship platform. Camelot evaluates feasibility of moving the RPG to handheld hardware. October-December 1999, platform shift decision. Camelot officially abandons Nintendo 64 development. The project is rescoped for the Game Boy Advance. Smaller screen, limited cartridge size, no CD quality audio or large cinematics. Despite limitations, Camelot commits to console quality ambition on handheld. Begins January-February 2000. Engine and tool development. Full production begins. Camelot builds a custom GBA RPG engine, sprite-based character system with large expressive animations. Early experiments with rotating environments, scaling effects to simulate three-dimensional depth. March-April 2000. Core gameplay design. Major design goal finalized. Magic usable outside battle for environmental puzzles. Synergy system designed to interact with the overworld, enable non-linear progression. Camelot intentionally avoids a strictly linear narrative. May-June 2000. Duology decision. Scenario writer Hiroyuki Takahashi and director Shugo Takahashi revisit concepts from Shining Force 3. Multiple perspectives, protagonists versus antagonists. Cartridge size limitations make it impossible to fit the full story into one game. Decision made. Golden Sun becomes 2 games. First game, protagonists. Follow-up, antagonists' perspective. July 2000, world and dungeon construction. Overworld map structure finalized. Dungeon philosophy. Puzzle-heavy, multiple solution paths. Jin system refined to allow stat customization, class changes, replay value through experimentation. August 2000, public reveal. Camelot showcases an early but playable version at Nintendo Space World. Reception is positive, especially for visual effects, ambition for a handheld RPG. Originally planned as a Game Boy Advance launch title. September to October 2000, expansion and feature growth. Based on internal ambition, Camelot continues expanding content. Multiplayer features are added, link cable support, battle and data sharing concepts. Hiroyuki Takahashi emphasizes, players cannot experience all story paths in one playthrough. November-December 2000, schedule adjustment. Scope proves too large for launch window. Nintendo and Camelot agree to delay release. Focus shifts to performance optimization, bug reduction, story pacing refinement. 2001, finalization and conclusion. Release, January to March 2001. Polishing phase. Combat balancing finalized. Synergy puzzle logic thoroughly tested. Dialogue and story sequencing locked. Save data transfer system prepared for SQL integration. April-May 2001, QA and localization prep. Extensive quality assurance testing. Japanese text finalized. Localization planning begins for Western release. June-July 2001, manufacturing and marketing. Final ROM submitted. Marketing ramps up in Japan and the West. Anticipation builds due to long development cycle. Golden Sun launches in Japan. Development time totals approximately 12 to 18 months. Unusually long for a handheld RPG. IGN later praises the game as proof of the value of extended development. North America release, November 2001. Europe release, February 2002. Players praise depth, visual fidelity, puzzle-driven RPG design. Golden Sun sets a new benchmark for handheld RPG ambition. Structure directly results from hardware limitations, narrative ambition. The extended development cycle becomes a key factor in its critical success. Next bonus timelines are Cabbage, 64DD, and Nintendogs.